Please, everyone should mute your speakers.
Okay, everybody is on mute. All right. So good evening, everybody. Welcome to this part 2 of this walkthrough, and we'll be starting this walkthrough with plugins. Because plugins are very, very important. They help you. They make your design easier and faster. Rather than creating from scratch, you just import from people who have already created before. Now, for you to get your plugins, first you right click anywhere on your Figma canvas, and then you scroll to plugins, and then you come to browse plugins in community. So you select that, it brings you here, and then you can now go down and choose the plugins that you want, right? For example, now if you are looking for icons, let's look for icons, and it's plugins, right? So there's Iconify, Icons 8. I've already installed Iconify. So you can just come here and you install them. So you come here, you install them like that. There's content fill, material design, and lots of stuff. Lots of icons. For me, I'm seeing this Figmoji now, and I'm kind of liking it. So I'm just going to click install, and it will install automatically. So you see the notification here, plugin installed in one connected workspace. So that's for icons. You can also come to wireframes. You find lots of themes here for wireframes. Well, lots of things like that. Then there's typography, because you're definitely going to need typography. So you need to actually install some typography plugins. I installed Lorem Ipsum and Arc. I also installed Font Scale. Yeah, I think I'm going to install Spell Checker now because I think I'm going to need it. So if you're going to need it too, just look for the ones that you need and install them. Once you install them, they will be right in your Figma canvas. Now let's look at which one did I install just now. Well, if you look at it, there's the ones I just installed, like Figmoji and Spell Checker. They're already there. So whenever I need an emoji now, let's say on one of my canvas here, let's say one of these, I need an emoji. So what I just do is I right click anywhere, come to plugins, click on Figmoji. Yeah, wait for it to load. Then I have lots of emojis, and say I want to use this 100. I could just click once, and it will appear. Now there are some that you need to click on. You just need to click once, while there are others where you need to click and drag. For this one, it doesn't work with click and drag. It works with just click, and then that happens. You guys have to use emoji. That's how to use plugins. For example, on the mobile app side, on this mobile app, we stop here. Let me bring in icons. All right. So I'm going to right click plugins, and I'm going to choose any of this one. I have feather icons. I have Iconify. So I'm just going to use Iconify. Okay. So say I want to use menu. So I'll just type menu here and I'll search. And then I have menu, so I just click and drag. This one is one I have click and drag. Right. Notice that the size is big. So I'll come and change the size here by myself. Some of used to run away also. You go and bring them back from where they're running away from. So I have, and let's say I want profile. Click on profile, any of this one. Let's say I want to use this one. And say I need notification. So you can type notification and you see the bell guy. Choose anyone you like. I like this one. Okay. So I'm just going to resize this 32 by 32. Somehow I got used to 32 by 32 because it's kind of like one of the most standard sizes. So now that I've done this, what I do is I come here and I make each of them a component. So then a component. Then I rename this one. It's Ant menu design. So I just rename it icon slash.
How do you make it a component?
Okay, how do I make it a component? Let me undo all these guys. Okay, for you to make it a component, you have to select it. And then if you come up here, you see create component, right? Or the shortcut is Control Alt K if you are using a Windows, and Command Option K if you are using a MacBook. So click that, and then it will make it a component. But then because I want all of them to be easily accessed, so I come here, I rename double clicking on the name here, double click on it, and I rename it to icon slash menu for this menu. And for this one, I'll rename it to icon slash bell. And for the profile, I rename it to icon slash profile. Now, you remember from yesterday that we created a components page. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to send all these things. I'm going to send them to the components page and come to assets. If I come to assets now, I'll find that you see here, right? There's something wrong somewhere. I think I did not rename this well. I will see it. This is the icon. Okay. I come to my assets panel and you find all of them, all my icons in the same place. The reason they're in the same place here is because I renamed it icon slash something. So every icon that I want to use, I rename it icon slash whatever it is, icons or whatever it is. It will put all the icons together in the same place. Is that clear enough?
Yeah, go ahead. It's good.
Okay. So now what I do next is I drag it from here, from this icon panel, from this assets panel. I drag it here. Let's say I'm going to need notification 2 and I'm going to need profile. So I drag it here. And I'm going to make this. Remember how I said we could find the distance? Let's say I want to find how far this menu icon is from the bottom. What I do is I select the menu icon, I hold down the Alt key, and I hover over the frame that I'm using. And I can see it's 7. So I can just adjust it for it to be 8. And this one here is 13. So I can just adjust it again for this one to be 8. Then say I want these two to be kind of like together. Now I could auto lay them out, right? I could auto lay them out, auto layout, and I want to do something to be 16. And then I shift them and find how far they are, and they are both 8 from there. So I do this, and then I can auto lay this one out too.
Bolu, I've been checking out some research on low-fi prototype, and it seems measurement is not really essential in low-fi prototype.
it's not really essential. Just to say me, I like it. Me, I like the measurement so that by the time we start doing or that when you get into the high fidelity stuff, you have gotten used to measurements and stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So now that
On
I've
that
done
way,
this,
I discovered on that way that I discovered that it's faster to just design what you are doing, then come back, finish designing what you are doing, then come back and check measurements as a means of cross-checking.
yes.
If you
It's
spend
really
so much
faster.
time doing the measurement while drawing, you might not be able to be fast enough. Like if you're writing now, you can't be correcting your spellings. If you're a writer, you have to finish your book, then go back and check all those spellings. So I think to be faster, if we can just design what we need to design, put all our elements in the right places, then when we are through organizing it, we can now go back and check the measurements. I think that would be for the high fidelity.
Yes, I
Thank you.
get it. No problem. So we have to hurry up. My battery is remaining 35%. So after we've done that, you can now come back here, make this one a component again, and I'll rename that nav stroke nav bar, and then I'll send it to my components page, and I'll go to my assets and go and look for it, which is here. So I bring it here, and I use my alignment tools. So now we are done with this. Now we've done our home page, right? So if you remember from where we stopped yesterday, we started at the home page. So now that I've finished our home page, we can go on to that page that I designed. Okay, donate page now. So basically, who can quickly just guess how we designed this donate page? Anybody, please? I'll call names though.
Baba, you know they teach your children mathematics. Show us this thing, we'll go sleep, I beg.
No, I'm just trying to find out if anybody has gone through the video and they or like understand what I'm talking about. So it doesn't just look like.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'll call names.
Loretta.
Yes, let's call Loretta.
Loretta. Blessings are already around. All right, let's talk to Shay. Okay, Loretta says she can't talk right now. Shay, do you mind, please?
Bolu, go ahead now. No say time no day.
No, voila. So this donate page now, what I'll just do is instead of me stressing myself on this, I'll just duplicate this particular one, and I'll just delete this thing that's inside. So I don't need to recreate. Like, yeah, I almost forgot. I almost forgot our left, top left and right. This one is bottom left and right. So that in case I resize, this is not following. So we'll talk about this one later. Why that one is not following. For now, let's leave it. So what I'll do, I'll duplicate this one, and then I'll delete this guy that is inside. So that I have a fresh page here, and then I can design again. So what I have is just a picture, a text field, some radio buttons, and major buttons. So what I do here is rectangle tool. I create a text, a rectangle. All right, so 10 minutes left. So we use that 10 minutes to finish up. A rectangle, zoom around the corners if I want to. Then I create another text layer again. But this time I'll make my fill white. And then I give it a stroke of gray. Because we don't like sharp edges, we'll make that rounded. Center it. Then what else did I have there? Okay, radio buttons. Now for radio buttons, you can choose to create, or you can just steal like I did. I like stealing from people who have done better things than I have. Okay. Because I want to take time to do, you can just get it from our plugin and go to feather icons. Check it from my icons.
Bolu,
Yeah.
if you can show us that what they call that stuff, the flow, like when you press the button, it goes to the next like that. I think that's prototype.
Yeah,
that's after you.
Should we do it now?
Yeah, let's go ahead, because I think we've gotten the how to design
it. All right, no problem.
We've understood that. So what we need to do now is
okay, so now let's say I'm through with my design, right? And I want to do the prototyping. What I do is I come to the prototype tab here, and here I have everything. When I go to the prototype tab, everything can be a hotspot, it can be highlighted. So let's say after this is my sign up page, and after they sign up, they're supposed to go to the home page. So what I do is when I highlight on this button here, you see a plus sign. So I click on it and drag to the home page. Let's say from login to same thing. So I click on login, drag it to the home page, right? Say this is my donate button. If I click on this donate button, I drag it to the donate screen. Now you just keep dragging and dragging and dragging like that. So say from this donate button now, you see something here like a menu coming up here. It's telling you interaction details. Now interaction details is what happens, like the kind of animations, how they interact, how the pages or the screens interact with one another. So if you see on tap means like when you tap it or when you click it, something like that. You have on tap, you have on drag, you have while hovering. Hovering is when you're moving your mouse over it. You have while pressing, you have key / gamepad, you have mouse enter, mouse leave, touch down, touch up, any of these, right? But first, what we're going to do on our donate button is that we're going to tap it. So we do that. Now it navigates to donate, right? But then there are different animations. It can be instant, dull, dissolve, smart animate, move in, move out, push, sliding, slide out. I'm going to be using instant because I want it to appear the moment I click the donate button. So I'm going to use that instant, and then I'll close that, and then I go to my presentation view. Pardon, my system is pretty slow. Okay. So now, if you look at it, if I click on my button, you see that it goes instantly, right? It doesn't just wait to say, okay, here, I say I click on sign up, click on that button there. It comes here instantly, and I click here, it shows up instantly. Now, let's say I didn't want it to show up instantly, right? I come here, click on this. I click on this. If I clicked out, you see that the arrow is now faint. So I come back and click on the arrow, and then I can change it. Say I choose to open overlay. If you open overlay, it's automatically adjusted here. If I open overlay, I click on this. It seems like the same thing happened, but let me show you something about the overlay. It is okay. Say after I click this button, I'm going to choose open overlay. I'm going to add background behind overlay, then close when clicking outside. That's from the open overlay interaction tab. And then I go back here, I click on donate. Boy. Okay, open overlay. Oh, I completely forgot. This guy is white. This is why. Let me hide that here. Wow. Okay.
So
meanwhile,
all buttons should lead somewhere, right?
yeah, all buttons should be somewhere. Yeah, all buttons should be
Okay.
somewhere.
So
Meanwhile, you might have been wondering how I've been restarting it. It is R to restart, R key on your keyboard to restart the prototype from the beginning. So I'm clicking the sign up button here, the donate button, and button here. It opens the overlay. Yeah, the R key, letter R. It restarts the presentation. So I click on sign up button here, and then this is my donate button. I click on that, brings this up, then I click on donate again. This is a thank you page, right? Like that. Basically, that's that for that's that for
presentation
and prototyping. The rest of prototyping is just your own. My battery is running low now. It's just your own innovation and ideas, right? You can choose to start linking even smaller text. You just click inside and you get that one, or you can choose to link the entire thing to a page. It all depends on you. Is there any question from my system, guys?
I think that's good enough. What people can ask questions. I think the next meeting will be Thursday before high fidelity, but that's a bit far because we'll have just 2 days to do high fidelity. So well, let's stick with the time of Thursday. At least we'll have some time to finish this up. Personally, I don't think this one is difficult. I think it's quite straightforward.
We have less than a minute. We have less than a minute, please. The meeting will end. Can we move to WhatsApp, please? I'm so sorry.
No, I think this is okay. This is okay. For this class, this is okay. Let's finish up this.
I'm talking about those who have questions. Let's ask them on WhatsApp because we have less than 30 seconds left.
That's cool. That's cool. All right. Thank you, everyone. And special welcome to our new member. Yeah. Nice to have you with us. Let's hear your voice. If your voice is nice. Marvelous. Let's hear your voice. So yeah, now unmute your phone.
Meeting goes to end now.
Okay, sorry. Good evening.
Good evening, Marvelous.